Well, at the end of the day, every musician, every musician is a percussionist, except for singers. Well, no, I can make a case for that. Okay, here's why. You're a drummer. You're a percussionist already because. Oh, that's nice. Because. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
I. The definition of percussion is anything. Percussion is instrument is anything that's struck or shaken. So you're essentially striking those strings.
Sure.
So you're a percussionist. So really, I'm a musician and you're a musician. It's just that our modality, that we just move our arm differently. But at the end of the day, we move our arm to a beat. Most music has a beat. Let's keep it real. So you already know how to do this. Show me. In fact, I'm going to have you do this. Left to right, put your thumbs in those spots there. Yep. And your stroke is going to be like this. That's going to go straight up and down.
Okay.
If you go off to the side, now you're in French grip position, which is dumb.
Okay.
German grip.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my coins. And I'll do it later. Just pretend you have a coin there and don't drop it. The reason why we want that space closed off is not because of the space alone, but because we want our finger fully wrapped around, and we want to wrap our finger around, that closes off. Because we want 360 control, not 180. Okay, do this. Tuck in those pinkies. In fact, just do this for now. Just grab. Don't open your hand for now. And now, keep going, but don't lift at the arm, turn only at the wrist. And now go slower and bigger. Not necessarily louder, but just a taller stroke. There it is. And now separate the hands a bit. There you go. Because we want the line of our arm and the line of the stick to be the same.
Okay.
None of this.
Like this weirdness.
And my 10-year-old does this. Oh my God. But then as a result, he's got no pinky wrapped around.
Okay.
So it's got to be in the hand and basically down the arm. Yes, instantly, he's a pro drummer.
Easy.
To heck with the cello. This is way cooler.
I don't know about that.
There's nothing to
But
disagree.
this is cool.
This is
Still
cool.
cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Answer me this: if you were as good at drumming as you are at cello, which would be cooler? Okay.
They have different
Inher-
times and places.
Inherently cool, just globally, universally, inherently status quo cool.
People would say probably the drum.
And you could do
But
it
I love the
anywhere,
cello.
right?
Yeah. Well, drums aren't any easier to haul around.
Okay, let me rephrase the question so I can get the answer that I'm demanding. If you were just as good at drums as you are at cello,
It'd be pretty cool.
which instrument would you play to have other people think you're cool? Oh snap, can't get away from that one.
Yeah, probably drums.
Uh-huh,
People
yep.
think the drums are cooler.
Yes, I know. So, now that you know how to move,
Sure.
we'll take the trainer sticks away. That's the shortest amount of time that I've ever had anyone do that. And now,
Natural born talent.
I'll give you a hybrid trainer stick
Sure.
to where you're still got the thummies.
Okay.
And to answer the pressing question that you've always been wondering, where do we hold the stick? Do we hold it up here? Do we hold it back there? Like, where? And it's not as straightforward as the answer's not obvious. Here's the answer. If you were to do this, where Okay? It bounces pretty good right there. Now, do you think it's going to bounce more or less here?
Probably less.
Yeah, it just dies. This is a fulcrum. And this is what we call it. This is the fulcrum, and these are our fulcrum fingers. And look at that. But I'm not doing anything. I'm just going down. There's no involvement in the amount of beats that are happening other than a calculated pressure. But I will do this. I'm treating you as if this is your destiny. So we're getting serious right away.
Do I need to take my watch off?
No, it doesn't matter. And let's see, right about there and there. Now you can put your hands together. And I have these things down here which Velcro to here, and they're troughs, but that's for someone who doesn't have a hope and a prayer at ever being good at this, because they need like an alleyway to go through. I suppose just thinking about it and remembering the movements from that. Yeah. Look at that. Does he not look legit? Now, if I hadn't said anything, he might do something like this. Hands together, thumbs on top, maybe thumb off the stick. That's a common bad habit. And although I will give you credit that you may not have done this merely because you've been in the music world and have seen drummers,
Yeah.
you know, drummers that are just as good as you at cello, and they're not going to be doing this. No. Because that's going to kill all potential bounce. It feels good to have that forward pressure. Like, I get it. Gosh darn it. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just give me some eighths. Ooh, I get to use lingo. Give me some eighths, give me some sixteenths. And these are called what? You already know what the word is. This action of both together. We have borrowed your term. What is this?
Like a double stop?
Double stops.
Yeah.
Drummers call those double stops. So thank you for that language.
I was like, I knew the word. It's coming.
And sometimes I'll put a weight on this to keep the hands wrists down, wrists down, wrists down. It's come out of my mouth thousands of times over the years. Wrist down. Because people will start to do this. And the further we go up, the less leverage we have, and now we're not hitting anything at all. So the more parallel this is, wham, the more of a whack we can get out of it. Okay. Now, to accelerate your knowledge base, which you'll be needing next week when you have your first gig as a drummer, let's do this. You're going to crush here. Oh, and by the way, hold out a finger to me. Your finger is a drumstick, and my thumb is now off the stick, and now I'm squeezing you this way. Right. This is as hard as I'm grabbing. It feels like nothing. Yeah. But now, break your hand with that. Right. So if we have our thumb off the stick, we have no power whatsoever. Okay. And every high schooler who's in a drum line who doesn't have an instructor plays like this, with thumbs off the stick. And they will always suck if they don't have someone like me to intervene and thumbs on the sticks and duct tape their hand in the right position and okay. What am I sitting on? Okay. Do this. fan your fingers out so you have a good fulcrum grip, and your thumb is across. This is the grip. The grip is index fingers.
Okay.
And for the drummers watching, first finger fulcrum, center finger fulcrum. Not on my watch.
Okay.
And then we just have the thumb to crush it into place. So now fan these fingers out for now, and then just, you can keep a straight, we're not gonna do wrists, we're just gonna lift the arm because we have a massive pinch on this, and our grip strength is weakened when we turn our wrist.
Right.
Mike Tyson punches with a straight wrist. He's not gonna do that or that. So the strongest grip that we have is a straight arm. So when drummers do a buzz roll, that's not a wrist. I could do that with wrist, but that's just like, I need way more strength there. So it turns into a straight arm thing. Yeah, exactly. So now fan those fingers out for now, and just do this. Yeah. Now slow the bounce down. So you're going to have less pressure. And really fan these out, just so I know that you're not impeding. Because when a drummer does a roll, the hand has to open. The fingers have to get away because that's at a pivot point. If I'm just doing regular strokes, then I'm like this the whole time.
Yeah.
But as soon as I need that thing to bounce truly, I need to let go.
Right.
So it's at one spot. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, now keep your damn hands apart.
Sure.
Don't make me beat you. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. They actually went da 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 together. And that's the ultimate challenge. Let's see if I can do it. Big loud mouth. See if I can back up my shit talking. Ooh, close. Oh, there it was. That was perfection. Ooh. And what I'm noticing that this hand is going ba 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 ba, and this one's just tight. So now I'm telling myself I gotta loosen up here or tighten up here. Ooh, there it was. Ah, look at that. My fulcrums weren't exactly the same spot,
Right.
which is why this one was dying sooner. So I'm gonna pull back slightly, and now I should be able to get a symmetrical hit out of it. Whoops. Oh, that one was really good.
So you're keeping them in line, but you're also using them.
For this bouncy trick, which is a totally fundamentally different thingamabob than, this kind of stuff, I could do that here. And you'll notice at the spots where I have the thummies is
Works well.
where it bounces the most. And eventually, okay, now try my sticks. Those are the Bruce Lee sticks. Those are the best ones. So you'll just know, like if I'm playing up here, I can just feel it and I'll know because the stick isn't being as responsive. If I'm too far back, it's not gonna bounce as well. And I'll just know because I've done this, probably millions of times. Maybe 1 billion. It's a lot of, just that right there. That's 17 right there. Took me half a second. Yo,
That's pretty
Ah, you saw it. That was
Wrist.
nice.
Yeah, see, you did it with the wrist.
Yeah.
Just relax, I meant, right? Just relax.
What we're doing right now doesn't demand an extreme technique, because really we're just messing around with bounce, and we're having the fingers fanned out for now. So we're basically obliterating the technique so that we can isolate one element. Okay, now get a real pinch on there and give me a tight buzz. Okay, now. And now, press really hard and try to get it to die as soon as possible. Yeah. Now just move faster here. It's not too shabby. Press harder. If you're gonna be at that pace, your stick has to be digging in a little bit more. And so it's proportionate. However stiff, however much I'm pressing, is then going to be proportionate to my hand speed. So I could press really hard, but have slow hands. And now it doesn't sound like a roll at all. Or I could move really fast, but have loose here. And then there's not. So there has to be they have to work in concert. Yeah, that's pretty darn good, dude. Okay, now, for the sake of looking legit at ASAP, okay, the drummer hand, don't let me take this away from you. Just grab onto it, whatever you need to do to not, okay, that's the drummer hand right there.
Okay.
Whatever it would be, a death grip is the hand.
Okay.
You wouldn't do this.
No.
In fact, let go here, and just with the thumb and the index, try to don't let me take that away from you. Now, take your thumb off the stick. Don't let me take that away from you. It's not going to happen. So now you can see the importance of thumb on the stick, people.
Right.
So, now, flip that over. Let me see that. Now, when you go for the buzz, all you're gonna do is just elevate a little bit.
Right.
Not this.
Right.
Like just enough. Like efficiency of motion, just enough. Because I need that to be ready, bam, to go back into place. If I'm way out here, that's lost time.
Right.
And I'm my hand underneath here, like, is just constantly, and so it needs to be close. It needs to be nearby. So now, just open that a little bit. Yeah. Okay, do this. Fingers on the stick, and then do a press, but it's not gonna work. I mean, it's gonna bounce a little bit. But now, and then go from the spectrum so buzz, 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 and then just slowly come off of it, and notice that spectrum. Yeah, you're not letting go here.
Right.
Do a few of these. Just get that motion down, like, and now.
Weird to only do those three
Now
fingers.
pinch here really hard, and then while pinching hard here, create an independence of understanding. Two different.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm having you do it. Okay, now go from, and then just slowly ease off of it. And then you'll find that perfect spot where your fingers are far enough away, but not too far away. Go back to this. Fan deliberately out. And so somewhere in between wide open hand and closed hand. Yeah. Work on that.
Yeah.
I want that down before midnight. If we were here all day, you don't need to go on the rides. You're gonna puke your
My
guts out
forearms would
anyway.
be sore though.
No. Well,
Probably.
not mine. That's all I care about.
Right.
So, no pain, no gain.
That's right.
The next morning, he would be like, yeah. You'd be like, muscles. See what's happening here? Cello. Oh no! Oh, it's hot. That's
Yeah.
oh, it's Velcro. Oh no. No, it just the Velcro, the adhesive just melted. But that's why. Keep going, soldier. But that's why I always have super glue. Okay, now, while I'm doing this, your task is to now play with, yes, you're on the right track. Now to play with only two. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, That's hilarious. He's already married. Hey, bravo, Mr. 23. I dig it. That means you've got true machismo running through your blood. This guy's a born rock star. He's even got the quasi mullet going on. Why? That is please. It's back. Fuck that. No. It won't be in vogue in 7 months. So just be ready for the trimmers. Yeah, well, you're doing it because it's in vogue, so what gives? Okay. Now I just got to stand here for a second. But then it's still no good because the glue is stuck to old adhesive. Slow it down. Just do one stroke at a time and get bop bop, not digga, bop bop. And so you're gonna reduce the pressure between your thumb. You're gonna reduce the pressure here. Come back to these because you're starting to choke up.
Oh, am I? Not surprising.
It happens. Okay, try to get the world record slowest bounce, but it's a bounce. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio thing. It's not a 1-2. I drop once and then I get 2 hits. It's a 1-to-2 ratio. Like I'm barely hanging on to it at all. Like, okay, do this. Do this. Got the precipice of the fingers. Oh, I have a new invention. For the exact, yeah, it's right here. Haha. Yes. Future millionaire, by the way. I haven't even strapped him up to the 2.0 yet. That's the money. Okay. This is what you're gonna do. You take one, I'll take one. And we only need to really work on one hand at a time. Please tell me you're right-handed.
I'm right-handed.
Thank God. I hate lefties.
Of course.
Lefties? Get out of my face.
Do I hold here?
Although, to be fair, to balance my vitriol, they end up being some of the best percussionists on the planet because they are forced into a right-handed world, as lefties are always. It's no different. In the drumline world, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Right hand. It's called right hand lead or left hand lead. Everything that a drumline plays. And the reason why it matters in a drumline is because you have to look the same. If you're playing a drum set, feel free to make it a lefty set and knock yourself out. If you're the only one, you don't have to look the same as the guy next to you. But in a drum line, all those left hand guys, 1, 2, ready, go, right hand, that's just the world they live in. But some of the best guys in the drum line are lefties because they had to overcome that, and their practice of ambidexterity is through the roof. Okay,
There.
just pinch here. Let's do that. So you kind of have the Velcro isn't quite enough, is it? So now just throw that down, and just throw it down fast enough to where it flings back. Yeah. Oh, it's backwards. It's this way. It's this way. I knew that was dumb. Okay, now we have a handle on it. So now you're not holding the stick at all. You're just holding the cradle of the stick. So now that thing is able to go boing and bounce back up. So now do this. Here, I'll take one of these, you take the other, and then do this. Boing, 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 boing. It works. He understands the concept immediately. Okay, now give me a, yes, yes. One down, 2 bounces, but those bounces are a little bit slower now. Fan the other fingers out for now, so they're not. It's a guaranteed out of the way, and the fact that it flies up, I want the high schooler I had. She was really bad, and so all of the sticks, all of them, were up here because she was dropping them all over the place, and just like now. And so she'd have to go fishing half the time for half the lesson. It's no. So I'm just feeding her sticks to drop, littering the ground throughout the whole lesson. But I'd rather the stick fly out of the hand when doing things like this, because the idea is to let go enough, because you're letting the stick do all the work for you. And when I'm drumming here, I'm not drumming. There's no effort here. This is just, I'm just letting the stick do what it wants to do. Especially when I hold it at this spot. I would have to move differently if I was playing here. Which feels lame. Okay, now yes, there it is. Yes. Now do the on 2 different notes. Okay, good. So that's bouncy stuff. Next thing, do this. Okay, now. There are 2 motions. Grab your fingers, wrap them around, do a death grip on this thing, and then only turn at the wrist and make that thing slam into your arm. Now, keep the wrist still, and now just drop from the fingers, and then lift from the fingers. Stick is doing the same thing. It's going from, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, or same thing here with the wrist. So now let's do this. Wrist, 2, 3, 4, fingers, 2, 3, 4. Wrist, 2, 3, 4, fingers, 2, 3, 4. Yes. You missed your calling. You would be a phenomenal drummer. You have the he has
I didn't used to have
he
that.
has girth. He has girth. He has muscles. He moves well already. Just come to my house tonight and sleep on my couch. Okay, so now come about halfway down the stick. And when we do this, especially for the little kids, they don't want to hit that elbow, their elbow right there. So, like however much to not hit the elbow. But we're big dudes. We don't have to worry about that. Although, I whacked myself really hard.
Right in the funny bone.
Oh, I just went wham really hard here. I have it documented on film, my embarrassing antics. Okay, so halfway, and so now the back of the stick is going to hit about here. But now we're going to add an element. We're going to hit the thingy and our arm at the same time. Bop, bop. It gets double stopped. Well, dually stopped. Like you couldn't get a bounce out of this if you tried. That is just dead. And now do it with fingers. Man. Good. I like how your pinky is in the game. Okay, now. No, that's premature. We'll get there. Okay, so now you scoot down a little bit more. And do double stops, and then do the same thing. And turn the wrist for now. And turn, the slower we go, the higher we get to lift. So I want full range motion for now. Okay, now come back just a little bit more. Do the same thing, have the stick hit the here. Sit up. And now come to the spots. Now do the same thing. Yep. And you're already doing it. You're already opening the hand and the fingers. My house tonight. Okay, so now with just fifth gear, right hand. Ooh. And pinky in the game. There you go. And now close the hand all the way. Keep the hand closed and do just the wrist. It's gonna feel stiff, but it's fundamental to what we're going for. Okay, now do only finger. But you have to throw it down fast enough for it to kick back up. Right. That's the trick. And you have to let go enough to where it really just, think about the upstroke, not the downstroke. And so when you throw it down and it goes bam and it kicks back up, it opens your hand for you.
Okay. Okay.
Let the back of the stick open your hand for you. Yeah, yep. And you're gonna keep the fingers with the stick the whole time. It's gonna look like that. In fact, try that. Flip the hand upside down, and just do that. Not this, but this. And I'm kind of like poising this to be like up in there. Yeah. So you're not going to do that here, but I'm just showing you that finger staying with the stick.
Right.
We're just full on fifth gear strokes with fingers only. Okay, do this. Dribble it. Basketball is the sport to reinforce the macro motor skills.
I was never a good basketball player.
Wow.
Bad.
This will get you better at basketball, and basketball will get you better at this. It's a symbiosis. Okay, now do this. And you're going to keep your wrist straight, but then here, do it with these. Throw it down fast enough so that it comes back up. In fact, you could just do this. You could just do ring finger dribbles. Yes. Okay, so now from here, you have to start in the up. Now just trigger that down and have it fly back up.
Sorry.
Yes.
It's gonna fly out of my hand.
I don't care. I want it to fly out of your hand. Yeah, this is good because you can't be too tight for this. Yeah. Notice how it's staying with it the whole time, and that your finger, now a small one finger, can't handle the pressure, the leverage from this, so now it's just getting kicked open, which is what you need to allow for all three, which is way, way stronger.
Right.
But if you just took it to one finger, then it relinquishes to the leverage. I should have like a net here. Yeah, that gets it. That's faster. Throw down faster. Think about knife throwing, like boom. Okay, start in the up and just give me one. and then have it fly back and have it touch your arm. Yeah. But make sure that when it bounces, it goes wham! Because it's moving super fast.
It's hard to keep my thumb in the right place.
Take these again.
We need to go.
So you guys gonna go. I'm gonna keep him all day. He'll just reconvene here at 10. Yeah, I'm here till 10, baby. Oh.
Teach him the coolest thing really quick.
Not there yet.
He already knows what the coolest thing is. The coolest thing is the things to practice are these different kinds of strokes with the fingers and the wrist, and then do them in double stops. This right here is the way. Just practice double stops for the next year without weak fingers. This needs to get just as strong as this.
Sure.
So and you're well on your way. That doesn't look half bad.
A good teacher.
Thank you. I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
I can talk shit, right? Because I can back it up. With just years of teaching high school drum lines and thinking about this and making inventions to make it happen.
Yeah, really.
What's your name?
I'm Jake.
Jake, I'm Sam.
Nice to meet you.
Jake, take this. Your homework assignment, we didn't get into any like music math stuff because you already know
I
this
know
stuff.
that, yeah.
So wrap your mind around that and know that it's the 3 magic ingredients of music making, not drumming, although I have drumming there. And teach this to someone, teach this to a kiddo before sunset tomorrow, because this applies to cello playing. And learn the paradiddle grid, but keep the accent each time. That's what makes it difficult. Because
Yeah, right.
paradiddle, paradiddle. The paradiddle is in there, it's just shifted over.
Right.
So, but if you keep the accent on one, that's what makes it like, oh, I gotta put the accent there, and the accent here, small, big, da da, is anti-gravity, and so that makes it really difficult. This is the one that kicks my butt. Learn that, and then at least get your mind wrapped around it, and then give me a call, and we'll do a drum lesson, and I'll turn you into the biggest world star drummer ever. And also, go to the site, find a kiddo that you think would love this, and watch one of my cute videos.
Okay.
Jake, good to meet you.
You as well.
I'm gonna cry in the bathroom for a whole hour if I don't get to mold this guy into what I know he can be.
Problem is,
That was more than what was I going to say? That was worth the entry.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
more than worth
Definitely.
the entry.
Hey,
I know how much stuff like this costs. I get
Yeah,
it.
no
I get
really.
it.
I'm just saying, wow.
hey, what do
Problem
you
is, I don't live in California, man.
Slide it.
I'm not just my parents.
Just me.
Okay, you have a reason.
It's a
Okay.
real problem.
Okay. Yes.
Where are you?
I'm gonna test it out. Yeah.
Run past it.
Hey, what do you think is a fair price? I inherently see 7 as a much larger number than 6. So right now I'm at 65 an hour. I feel like if I went to 70, that might like raise some eyebrows. What do you think is a fair price for, a 12-year-old here on the Central Coast?
That's what's hard, isn't it? That's hard. Because it's also yours and expertise. So I'm paying, this is just, I'm a musician, but I'm looking at, that would be worth it, because I'm not wasting my $70.
On someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah.
Well, I used to charge yes, absolutely. And I used to charge 100 up in a rich neighborhood in Sacramento. And I got away with it for a little bit. But here,
But here, this is what I know. I have the same problem.
so
But I said 70.
70 max, 70 max.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I want to charge.
What do you think I should charge? What do you think I can get away with? And okay,
It's on the level of the student,
answer.
too,
Give me an answer after you've fiddled through my website and seen what I can do with, and the rapport that I build with small kids, which is instant. So and that's really what it's all about. I'm just babysitting for an hour. Although parents are usually, I can go to people, but yes,
No,
please.
but okay, so answer this. So, did he inspire you enough to go, oh, that was fun? I would
Yeah,
go
it was
practice."
fun.
Okay,
If
so
I
that's
had-
worth something. too.
Way cooler than cello.
No, that's worth something.
I had to admit it.
I love the cello.
Do you know what I mean? That's worth, like, he wants to go home and practice. Okay, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
I
going to
would
pay you
be-
$70 and have my kid never practice. I
Yeah.
won't be motivated. That's not worth
Which
it.
is why I offer a 50% discount on the first lesson.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, right? Because it's no fun for you if they don't practice. That's not fun.
Yeah,
I
that
want
sucks.
to
That
murder. I
sucks
want
for
to
you.
strangle those
Right.
little 11-year-olds.
So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So it's not.
I
so
feel that.
it's no fun for you. So
Sucks.
they have to find that balance of it still has to be fun for you. They have to be motivated. They have to practice. Then it's still fun for you.
And if I charge more, then it's like, this is what I really want. I'm tempted to have my 11-year-old, he just turned 11. I want him to pay for the lesson. I want him to go home and do yard work and earn the
Yeah.
$65 for the lesson, so that he's got an investment in it. Like, oh, I don't have to explain it.
No, right.
So maybe if I charged 100, ironically, it would be like, the rich people who love to buy things because it's so expensive, right? So
But you also care. But then you care. You care that a kid learns it because you know what it would do for his life, and so you care. I'm there. I get it.
You get
so
it.
you want to help somebody.
Yeah,
I need them to help me help them.
Yeah.
I know.
Help me help you help me.
Yep. I get it.
It's
do
a
you
thing.
do drum lines here?
So the thing that I'm going to do after this is the last day at the fair I have, so then I'll be able to breathe again, is to then call up the local band directors and be like, yo,
Did you just move here?
yeah, I'm back as of recently. I went to Atascadero High School, and so this is my home, but I took a 20-year hiatus, and now I'm back with a whole new appreciation for this paradise. I didn't know why I was raised in paradise, because a kid doesn't know what he doesn't know.
I know.
And so I'm committed to staying.
It's pretty great.
I'm committed to staying, and
Yeah. So you could, I know. Yeah.
and so if you want to introduce me to some rich kids, then
Well, and see, this is my baby, so I'm just that much further ahead. I mean, I've been here.
you're gonna always be a kid. By the way, you're gonna be 55 years
I'm
old.
just saying he's my youngest, so I did it. I did
Yeah.
talk.
You know what's involved.
Yep. But I would say if you did a half an hour, do you need to do a whole hour?
Half hour is lame. I can absolutely hold a 4-year-old for an entire hour. It's no problem.
It's true because they are doing stuff.
Yeah,
Then I
we're
would
doing
say-
it.
Well, because I would say they're 35 is a going rate for a half an hour piano lesson.
Yeah.
But then you have it. But your argument is I need it for an hour. Well, then 70 is reasonable.
Okay, on my site, I think I have this on my site, that half an hour is $65. An hour is $65. 2 hours is $65.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna do this, then let's do this.
Right. I that's a good way to think of it too. I agree.
Yeah, 5 minutes, $65.
But no, you inspired me.
For me to look at you, $65.
Because I haven't. What have you been here 2 years? I haven't taught since we lived here. 2.5. Because I was just done. But you kind of like, oh, I can.
Do you
I was
teach?
Just thinking if I could proceed to put it all together again in a way that I'm excited about it, and then I teach it. But you have to be excited. I have to be excited.
Do you teach solfege?
I can.
You can, but do you?
But I don't. But I know enough that I could.
I finally got it down. I was practicing in the car the other day. Do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la fa so mi re do. Yeah.
Yeah, and do you know
I got it.
the hands that go with it?
Oh, they're
So
gestures.
Yeah. Right. So the kadai. Do re mi fa
Oh.
sol. Let's see. Do. I can't go that fast. Re mi fa.
What's the
sol.
difference between do and mi?
It's like
You go up a step. Do, re, mi. Went up a step, right? It's a step. Fa. There's another step. Thumb
Oh.
down. So thumb up. La. And you're gonna point to do.
Oh, I didn't know there were hand gestures with that.
So that's how I would teach. Without, well, right. You don't have a pitched instrument per se.
Although
so
I
that's how
teach.
you would teach without an instrument, your voice to know do, re, mi.
And it's also just creating hand-eye coordination,
Hand-eye,
brain,
Right,
hand
left,
coordination.
all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I teach music theory all day long, and I just stick to numbers.
yeah.
But if I had a vocalist, then I would use it for the sake of, go, re, mi, developing the syllables.
Yeah, right.
So, and I think it's just a good brain game too.
And you did the whole. Don't get me started. You did the little. What is this called? Xylophones. You did all the xylophones.
Yeah, I did that in like elementary
In
school.
elementary school, he did the music teacher. Full time.
That's why you want me. Yeah, that's what she said.
That's why I said
Wow.
that.
What year was that?
Right. And they had all of the Orff instruments. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So they had all of the. So they were all percussion instruments. And then
We had drums.
And they had
We had
drums,
like
and
African
they had,
drums.
And they had the xylophones, and they learned how to do all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Orff instruments are
Right?
perfect. I mean, these are essentially Orff instruments.
They are
Yeah.
magnified, but yeah. So don't get me started on music education, but that's a whole.
Well, we can wrap later.
Yeah, that's a whole other.
That's
Send
a
me-
whole-
send me
that's
a
whole
kiddo.
other thing I tried to teach him.
Well, where are you going off to this week? Where's home?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
That's just too far away for her.
Far.
And you live
He's
in.
in school.
I told him he
I'm in
needs to
school.
come
I go to
here.
BYU, so it's like
Okay, he'll be back.
if I gotta convince her.
Yeah.
She's the one to convince.
See, I'm from Salt Lake, so we raised in Salt Lake, and he's from here, so he came back here. But
Latter-day Saints.
yeah.
That's why I'm married at 23. Come on.
Oh, okay, it's all making sense now. By the way, you guys are the most quality human beings that there are to encounter in this land. Never met one I didn't like. Had a couple girlfriends that were into it.
That's
I was
good.
just
I'm
like-
glad. No one's perfect. So.
Right. No, it's perfect.
Not
That's true.
perfect.
We're not perfect.
Anyway.
Well,
Okay, let's walk.
you guys are pretty
Okay.
close.
It was a pleasure.
I will
Thank
look.
you.
I'll look into it. I'm all for.
Deal.
Can you tell?
What's your name?
I'm Sheila.
Sheila, I'm saying.
Sheila Page. I'm all
Sheila-
for Sheila Page.
Paige. I think it's a punch. It's like,
Page.
yeah.
So, I mean, I've been a music education advocate forever, and
Yeah.
it's just an uphill battle. I just it goes up.
Well, now that elementary schools are having me come in and do like supplementary things, which is better than nothing for them, I guess.
They're paying you.
Oh yeah.
If I could get any money, I would do it.
My
I'd do it
shingle,
for free.
my shingle is hung. Adios, Sheila.
Yeah.